This is video 19 and we're talking about proportions today. So ratios are just comparisons between two things, okay? A proportion could be like 4/3 and, a ratio could be 4/3 and we're comparing 8/6, okay? Now we want to know, do both of these reduce to the same thing? That would mean they're proportional, okay? Well, if you reduce 8/6, that reduces to 4/3. So yes, those things are proportional, okay? Now maybe it's not that easy. Maybe you need a little bit of help. If you take 4 divided by 3 on your calculator, you get 1.3 repeating. If you take 8 divided by 6 on your calculator, you get 1.3 repeating. Okay, that's another easy way to figure out if something's proportional, okay? When we want to solve two proportions, you always cross multiply, okay? So when you have two fractions equal, cross multiply. It'll make your life very, very easily. So you might remember this from maybe middle school. If not, that's okay. We're going to review it again. Okay, so remember, you're just going to multiply the cross sides. So 10 times 4 is 40. K times 8 is 8K. Okay, we can divide by 8, and 5 equals K. All right, here we're going to cross multiply. Okay, so we've got 12 equals, now this is not just 5x plus 2, it's 5 times x plus 2. Okay, and when you do that, you got to make sure that you distribute. That's the big key here. So we've got 5x plus 10, and then if I subtract my 10, I've got 2 equaling 5x, and dividing by 5, let's keep this as a fraction, 2/5 equals x. Okay, things could get a little bit more tricky. Okay, we might have to distribute on both sides of our equal sign. So here we have 8 times j plus 1 equals 2 times j plus 3. Okay, and here just distribute both sides. So I've got 8j plus 8 equals 2j plus 6. All right, I'm going to subtract my 6 on both sides. I'm going to have 8j plus 2 equals 2j. And if I subtract my 8j, I have 2 equals negative 6j. And after I divide by negative 6, j is going to equal negative 1/3. All right, okay, lots of times the proportions also come with word problems. Don't let those freak you out a little bit, okay? It's just gonna be the same, okay? So it says apples cost $4. How many apples can you buy with $16? Okay, so 5 apples cost $4. How many can we buy with 16? Well, let's make our proportion, and let's make it apples over money. So when I make both of my fractions, I need to have apples on the top, money on the bottom. Okay, so my first one says I can buy 5 apples for $4. How many apples, so I'm going to say x, can I buy with $16? Okay, then we can go ahead and we can cross multiply. So I've got 4x equals 80, divide by 4, and x equals 20. So I can buy 20 apples. Let's go ahead and let's put a label here with this. I have 20 apples. All right. Okay, last one. It says these two triangles are similar. Solve for x. If they're similar, that means they're proportional. So just make sure that your two, you can set this up a lot of different ways. You can say 6 to 9 equals 14 to x, or you could say 6 to 14 equals 9 to x. You're just going to need to make sure you kind of go in the same order for both of them. Let's do small triangle to big triangle. So we've got 6 over 9 equals 14 over x. So I have 6 equals 126, 6x equals 126. And when I divide by 6, I get x equals 21. Okay? So just big reminder for these is when two fractions are equal, cross multiply.